Last time she take them to the church before the Easter. She talked to them about this day. So I see that she wants to give them more than educational program, school program, but I see that she's afraid of to go from the plan of to go off the plan of school program, I think. And what I don't like, this is about such hyperactive children. We have such boy in our class. He is really a very active boy, and I see how hard to him to be in this class, to study in it. And our teacher, she does not help him. Opposite, she does everything to make him to go away from our class. And she can make all class to laugh at him. She always give him the reason to understand that he is not smart, he is not good boy, he is bad, he is fool. And I see how this boy, what he's feeling, he really hate his teacher, his classmates, because classmates also don't like him. And it's awful, really, it's awful. And I'm really sad to see him in such way. And I see that it will be difficult for him to live in our world. And when I was 2 years ago, when I was studying different schools for my son, I was research such schools in our town and in our region, like Zhokhov, the system of Zhokhov, and school of Shetinin. It's really very interesting projects, very interesting. And I was researched them very, very well. Even I want to go and to spend several days in school of Shetinin. A few words about this school. School of Shetinin is situated not far from the sea in our region, in the Gelendzhiksky region, I think. Село not far from Pshada. So what is this school? It is an internat. Children live there, and they have families, but they live in this school. They are studying the subjects with blocks. For example, you want to study now literature, and you study the literature, you study it for a month, for example, and then you can study other subject. What's interesting that in this school there are not many adults. There are a lot of kids, and these kids teaching each other. So someone has taught you for literature, and then you can teach other person what do you know. There are not any frames. You can study the subject from first grade till the 10th grade in the time that you need. If you can study all subjects for 10 years, for a month or for 6 months, you can do it. And when you are teaching somebody, you can better understand this subject. And there are a lot of students in their school that were finished the not primary, how to say, middle school at 14 years, 13 years, 15 years old, and they begin to study in high schools in this age, 14, 15. What else in this school? There are a lot of subjects, not scientific subjects. There are a lot of such subjects as dance. They have dances, Russian dances, dances of Кавказские народы, and for girls they have a lot of crafting, рукоделия, a lot of from sewing to different вышивания, a lot of boys, they have рукопашный бой, dances. It's an обязательный subject. Dances, musical, like singing, and something else. They have an arts. They have a lot of like working with wood and iron for boys. So children there from early morning till till the night they do something, and there are a lot of different subjects, and it's interesting that these children not only studying there, they cooking, they even строят new новые корпуса of this school, and they painting the walls inside these houses. Полностью ремонт, короче, делают сами дети. It's a film in YouTube about this school. If you're interested, you can watch. It's amazing. but it's internet. You give your child there and you can see him only 1 month a year. So this is about Shitinin school and Zhokhov system. Zhokhov, it's a new system for primary school. It can be unusual school. We have such system in the Krasnodar in one school, and there is a main idea that children can do at the lesson what they want. If he wants to go somewhere, he may stand up and go. If he wants to drink, he may stand up, go to drink water, to go to toilet, and his child is not used to ask teacher. The education is interactive. Almost all education is interactive. There is a program. You buy a clue for this program of the year, for the first grade, for the second grade, and the teacher have a plan of the lessons. She put on включает the program, and in this program even phrases, written phrases, what teacher must to tell to the pupils. It's, when I was researching this system in this school, where I want to give my son to this school, this system was teaching by logoped.